Have you ever wondered why a simple no can sometimes lead to tension in your relationship or dating life? Why is it that men often seem to take rejection so personally? It turns out there are some deep-seated reasons behind this, and understanding them could be the key to unlocking a harmonious and happier love life. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the channel. Mireille Nicole here, relationship coach for high-value, high-achieving women who want to live their best life. I'm all about guiding you towards your happily ever after and helping you tackle the tough stuff in love with grace and wisdom. I record these videos because I want to help you realize that you have so much more power in your marriage, your relationship, or your dating life than you currently think. Today we're diving into a topic that often gets misunderstood: why men struggle with rejection and how we can navigate that in relationships. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have some actionable insights to enhance your connection with your partner, whether you're just dating or you're in a committed relationship. Plus, I'm going to share with you a concrete example of what you can say to reject a man in a way that keeps him magnetized and attracted to you, is considered high value and in feminine energy, and won't make him feel rejected. Let's start by looking at some common scenarios where women might reject men, whether it's in the dating phase or a committed relationship. For those in the dating scene, imagine you're out on a date and he suggests a movie, but you quickly reply, "I don't like that type of movie," or "I don't like that genre." Or he asks to meet again and you say, "I'm really busy these days." These moments, while casual, can feel like a rejection of their choices or eagerness to spend time with you. And I realize sometimes this might be true, but like I said, stick till the end and we're going to talk about an approach for this. In committed relationships, he might propose a weekend getaway and you respond with, "We can't afford that right now." Or when he tries to initiate intimacy and you turn him down because you're tired or stressed. Again, you might have very good reasons for this, but these responses, although unintentional in some cases, can feel like a rejection of his ideas, opinions, or efforts. The impact of such rejections can be more significant than we might realize. And I remember making all these dating and relationship mistakes myself, so if you can relate to this, let me know in the comments. Let me know I am not alone having felt that way in the past. Now, how do men typically react to these situations? Well, some might withdraw and become quiet, while others might become maybe defensive or even frustrated. You might notice maybe he tries harder to please you, or do you know what? It could be the other way around. He might start doubting himself. He might stop completely because to him, it starts to feel like impossible or very difficult to please you. And it's not a good feeling to him to try to please you and not succeed, right? So if you're dating, he might move on to someone else, right? Where it feels easier or better to please them. Or if you're in a committed relationship, you might find him spending more time at work or spending more time behind a screen, right? Or going out with friends or with his coworkers more often. And these reactions can create a cycle of misunderstanding and tension between the two of you, and even start to create distance. And maybe you're going to start feeling like you guys are growing apart. And then to make matters worse, you might start to interpret this as narcissistic behavior or an avoided attachment style or some sort of red flag, when in fact it might be misunderstandings and not really seeing how rejection is playing out in the equation. It could simply be that he's feeling rejected, and this can be quickly fixed by your approach and your communication. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not saying that you should never express your opinions or you need to go along with everything that he suggests. It's perfectly okay to have preferences and boundaries. It's like super important. But this is more about raising awareness and being mindful of how often and how you express rejection. So let's explore 2 reasons why men might find rejection hard to handle, and then we'll talk about what you can do about it. First, many men deeply value and identify with a sense of achievement. When they propose an idea or take the initiative, they often see it as a challenge that they want to succeed at. And rejection can then feel like a setback to their sense of accomplishment. Now, secondly, men generally want to make women in their lives happy. Now, you might not see that right now, or depending on the state of the relationship, it might not feel that way. But when they feel like they're failing at this, it can be very disheartening for them. And your happiness is often a reflection of their success. And rejection can feel like they've let you down, even when that's not your intention. So how can we navigate this sensitive topic? Being mindful of how we communicate and by finding ways to express our needs and opinions without diminishing their efforts is going to be crucial in this scenario. Encouraging open dialogue and expressing appreciation can really go a long way in mitigating feelings of rejection. Take a moment to reflect on your relationship dynamics. Is this video starting to resonate with you? Can you see yourself in these examples I'm sharing? How often do you find yourself saying no? Are there ways you can maybe soften the blow or express your thoughts differently? Sometimes it's simply about choosing our words more carefully or offering alternatives that can turn a potential rejection into a collaborative decision between the two of you. One of the best examples for those of you who are dating is turning down a guy when he maybe invites you to go to his place early on in the relationship. And I'm not going to take credit for this example. I believe I heard it from John Gray, so the author of the famous book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And the way he suggests addressing that situation where you're not quite ready, right, to go home with someone right away or early on in the relationship, what you can say to still respect that sense of achievement that men crave and desire and value. You can say something like, one part of me would love to, at the same time, the other part of me needs more time. So you'll see at the beginning of the sentence, we're showing the man that we do have interest, right? That there is a sense of accomplishment in terms of you would love to, right? Maybe you are having fun with this person and you do want to maintain the relationship. So you're letting that person know, or you're letting him know that, and then you're going into your preference or your boundary or your rejection, so to speak. For those of you in a relationship, also start off the letdown by showing some sort of appreciation, right? So you can start off by saying, that's a great idea, or I'd love to, and then insert the reason why for now you would prefer something else. So one example I can think of in my own relationship is when we're making a decision in terms of where we want to eat out for supper or what do we want to order in. And maybe my partner, my husband in this case, suggests something and you know what, I'm really not into that option that he's suggesting. So I will always start off by saying, oh, I love that, or that sounds delicious, and then move into the, you know what, I'm kind of feeling something else today, right? So again, like I said, you start off with that positive, right? That recognition or that achievement, right? He did do something good. He came up with a great idea maybe, but you're just not feeling that option today. And then you go into your preference, your boundary, whatever it is. And to top it all off, I like to suggest that you end by saying, what do you think? So again, you give him that opportunity after you've stated your rejection. You give him the opportunity to achieve something by agreeing or responding, whatever the case may be. So now you know why men struggle with handling rejection and what you can do about it. I hope you found these insights really helpful. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to share it with your friends who might need this information. Hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on more relationship guidance. And share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you handle rejection in your relationship or while dating? Let's keep the conversation going and support each other in building stronger connections. For more personalized support, make sure to reach out to me using the form I linked to in the comments or the description below. Let's have a chat. And now make sure to watch this video next to keep learning how to understand men better.